What's up, Tryhard Nation? What's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? Today we are finally getting into Lemillion versus Pain. You heard it here. Lemillion versus Pain. Now, in the link and in the description, you guys are going to get linked towards this same fight, but it's going to be more so from the Lemillion side of things. That's right. You guys should definitely follow and support the link in the video in the description because that is to my good friend, and I do recommend that you guys watch his video as well, and that will be coming more so. It's basically the same fight, but it's more so from the Lemillion side of things. And like I said, I'm going to do this fight, but more so from the Pain side of things. So, getting right into it, let's talk a little bit about Lemillion. All right, Lemillion, his real name is Mirio Togata. Okay, he's from like a pretty much like a superhero society because everybody in My Hero, everyone pretty much has superpowers, right? And then this is UA High School. He is a top 3 student at a superhero high school, a pretty good super high school. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it might be the best superhero high school. And Mirio Togata is a top 3 student at that school. He's actually the #1 student, if I'm not mistaken, because he was also chosen in his own show to be the #1 superhero in My Hero is All Might. Okay, and All Might wields the #1 power, I guess you can say, which is called one for all, or all for one, which is they're pretty much the same power if I'm not mistaken. But he wields this ultimate power of the show, and because of Mirio Togata's narrative, because of his character, just that alone, he and his ability, like him training and stuff like that, his will, his perseverance, just those things that are just attached to his narrative and his character allowed for him to basically be chosen to be All Might's successor. So already Muriel has a lot of strong narrative, and again, he's a top 3 student. And a little bit about his base level stuff, like he is above average speed for a regular human and above average strength for a regular human. But more on his abilities, Muriel's quirk or his superpower was pretty much permeation. Long story short, when he activates it, he can go through anything and anything can go through him. Once he turns it off, when he pretty much stops phasing, so as you can see in this video, he actually has to stop phasing in a certain area of his body just to like walk through a wall, and if he doesn't, he'll just pretty much phase all the way down. So he actually has to like turn off his power in certain parts of his body. And the cool perk to his ability is that when he's standing like on the ground, and other areas as well, he can kind of like sink into the surface, and then when he becomes solid again, he can propel himself out of that surface area. And he could do this multiple times, which gains in speed. And then he ends up using his ultimate technique, which is called the Phantom Menace, which is one of his 2 abilities that he has, or one of his 2 super moves, I should say, that he has created with his quirk, with his permeation. And also Mario has the ability to predict his opponents because of his experience with using his quirk, and from fighting people with the quirk, he has gained a pretty good prediction ability, and where he uses it when he fights, where he can just kind of predict where his opponents will be. Mario was fighting up against Pain. Again, people, I don't think that Mario really has what it takes to beat Pain. Pain is superhuman. He has superhuman strength. He has superhuman speed. I would even say he also can predict his opponents to a certain degree. And like I said, he has superhuman strength and superhuman speed. Like, and I'm saying well above, right? Like he has well above human super strength and super speed. And I don't even want to really get into all his abilities, because guys, like, explaining what Pain can do could literally cause me to make the video like really long. And I'm gonna pretty much start like angling the video towards like how I feel towards them fighting each other, which is more so thinking about Pain's speed in his almighty push, right? Because Pain has a bunch of abilities, you guys. I could talk about you guys know that Pain has a whole bunch of summonings, right, which are tough to deal with. Like, they pretty much can't die. Pain can also go inside he can go inside the chameleon's mouth. Okay, it can make him invisible, right? He has planetary devastation. Pain has like soul stealing, which means you can't be touched one time. Pain can pretty much fly. Like, guys, Pain can do a lot of stuff, and Pain's a very versatile character. So again, I don't want to talk about everything that Pain can do because the video would be really long. Like I said, man, like the guy can he can create a whole bunch of like summonings, and like I said, the dogs can't really be killed. They keep splitting once they're like actually cut. And also what is it? Like I said, he pretty much can fly. Like, I mean, Pain can actually fly. Like, what's that about, right? And then the chameleon thing that he can summon, he can actually go inside of the chameleon, and he's pretty much virtually invisible, right? So, those things are tough to deal with, but that's not my argument. My argument right now is more so things from his speed side in the almighty push side of things. So the first thing I want to say about the almighty push is that you guys do realize this thing cannot be seen, right? The almighty push, it cannot be foreseen. So, for somebody who actually has to, like, physically hit you to actually like win the fight, this is the only way they can win, is by actually hitting you. You can't see the almighty push. Like, there's literally no way you can see this move. I don't know how else to sum it up. A lot of people have a lot of people have tried to, to like catch Pain off guard or catch him in close quarters, but it's really hard to catch Pain off guard. Like I said, the almighty push is unforeseen, so he could do this move at the drop of a dime. In terms of a fight against Mirio, like, even if he goes into the ground and he pops out, one of the things that could potentially impact him is like a guerrilla tactics kind of a style. And the reason why I'm talking about guerrilla tactics is because if you were to bombard the area, right, where Mirio has to actually phase in and out of, it could cause a lot of confusion for him, because as they shown in his own abilities, when he pops out of the ground, he's effectively solid, or rather, in certain stages of the fight, more of his body is solid than what you might give credit for. And even in his own show, they showed that when he is solid, he actually sinks fully into the ground. So I'm not going to like stay on that part too much, though. But even characters in his own show, like Endeavor and Todoroki, in a fight with Mirio, they would definitely give him a problem in terms of guerrilla tactics, because they could just bombard the entire area and Mirio would effectively have nowhere to go. Now, in terms of speed, I do think Mirio is really fast, but seeing as in Naruto, I'm also going to talk about the Kakashi thing. Kakashi is known in his own show to have had cut a lightning bolt. Now, again, I'm not going to get into like calculations and stats and all that kind of stuff like that, guys, because I'm not really that guy. I just kind of do this at a basic level. So let me just say that Kakashi cutting a lightning bolt is probably faster than most things we've actually seen in My Hero, right? But I would say it's definitely one of the faster things. And Pain has fatherized Kakashi, and Kakashi is far stronger than when he actually cut the lightning bolt. I would say he's even far faster than that. And in terms of a blitz, this is what I'm talking about: speed. When you are like outright faster than someone, they probably can't even predict your movement. So characters in his own show have, in my opinion, shown higher speed feats than what Mirio has shown. So in terms of Pain, I do think that Pain is like, if not the same speed as Mirio, he is arguably faster than Mirio. So I think that Mirio would have a really tough time dealing with Pain's speed. Like I said, characters in his own show have shown speed that is much faster than his. And I'm not saying that he's not fast, but again, in terms of speed from what Pain has done, Pain has fought against people, like I said, who has cut lightning bolts as children. So Pain's speed is arguably well above Mirio's. Bro, what the In closing, I really do think that Mirio does stand somewhat of a chance. Like, I do think that Mirio can get around some of the more basic things that Pain can do, especially in terms of like just outright trying to grab him. But just because Pain can actually bombard the area, Pain has exceptional observation. That's another one of his abilities that I didn't get into. Pain could actually just bombard the area, right, with just guerrilla tactics and almighty pushes, which would really devastate Mirio's game plan. Like I said, and that's just from an almighty push in a speed perspective on the battle. I do think that Pain is a lot faster, or if not that, he's equal to. And again, the almighty push can't be foreseen. So if Mirio does actually want to close in and attack, let's just say the last Pain, right, which is the most powerful Pain, he would effectively be destroyed, because Pain would just almighty push him for the win. So thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, and let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this from the future, in the future. And I really did enjoy doing this, good people. I'll catch you all later.